Man, I'm gonna try something that I haven't done in a really long time, which is to share in a more personal way. And I don't really know what this looks like anymore. I used to do this quite a lot online, and I'm noticing, I've been on this very deep spiritual exploration, awakening, deepening into some form of liberation for a long time. And through that, a piece of personality went away. There was kind of like it wasn't there. In a way. Yeah, it has not been here. And I'd like to say, oh, I've pushed it away, but I honestly, that's not what it's been experienced like. It literally just I didn't pay attention to personality in a sense. And I've also been living in the emptiness of pure consciousness. And every time that I began to kind of let loose, especially online, I would get this backlash from people telling me I was, not saying the right thing, or they were questioning me. And that's totally fine, that happens. But it activated a fear in me, a fear of being wrong. And I'm really sensing now, and I'm feeling really excited because I'm really sensing this personality come back to be expressed. And I don't know what that looks like. I love sharing on YouTube the way I have been sharing on YouTube, which is just my downloaded insights as they come through, and they are completely authentic and heartfelt. I love doing them. They bring me a lot of joy. It brings me so much joy to share my insights, especially when it seems like it's, you know, illuminating things for other people. But I want to connect. I want to be in the freedom of being a person and not being a person at the same time. Because honestly think that another fear of mine with allowing the personality to come back in, that's been, of course, when I speak of fears, etc., these are generally subconscious or unconscious, that they become illuminated to me because I continue to be in the state of witnessing the experience as it is happening. And there is this slight detachment from the experience of Emma as it is happening, yet, of course, fully engaged. Uh, but yeah, so another fear seems to be also the fear of um people claiming me or my energy. people getting too attached. And I mean, those of those of you who are into astrology, my sun sign is Aquarius. So just as I said that, I was like, Aquarius energy. I also have a bit of Sagittarius rising. I am a very quite independent person. No matter if you look towards astrology or anything else, doesn't really fully matter. We all can choose what we want to look at. But I am indeed a fairly independent person in the sense that I don't enjoy feeling the attachment of someone. And of course that's also, it makes total sense because, you know, as we are attaching to someone, we are placing the power outside of ourselves, and we are forgetting the truth of who we are. So this is actually really important, but it's not my job to hold fear around that. It's not my job to hold myself back in fear that someone would attach too much to me. Because that's, you know, that's my mirror. That's my mirror. It's no one else's mirror. And, you know, at the same time, this is, you know, it's just a wave. It's the wave of the flow. What I have noticed in my exploration is that, you know, the flow takes us where it takes us. The wave takes us where it takes us. It's a beautiful journey when we really explore and discover the truth of who we are, and we let identity go. The journey, the apparent journey of the human being, you know, it still goes on. There's still all of these little things that are going to be illuminated, brought to the surface to be seen. And it really is about, you know, do you have the courage to continue to look, to not go back into your small idea of self as a person, to just continue to dive into the open flow of being that we are. And then you're just along for the ride, you know? So the fact that I am here now, like, couldn't have been any other way, no. And that's what's so fucking amazing about this. You know, everything is a fucking adventure. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited to dive also into the expression of Emma, you know, with that beautiful freedom of Emma just being Emma. You know, no attachment. This is just what's happening. Feels very interesting, and it feels like a 360. It feels like I've come back to where I started, the hero's journey. And of course, I kind of feel like we just continue to arrive. We just continue to arrive. We just continue to arrive. Yeah. All right. Blessings. Yes. Joy. Mwah.